On this week's episode, we go back to giving.
That's nice. Just in time for the holidays.
Well, actually, we remind you that we are giving you a break from the daily grind when you watch and listen to our show.
Well, that's right. We do give your mind a chance to just relax.
Yep. And then we talk about robots taking over the world.
No, we don't.
Well, okay, we do talk about robots, but we talk about cameras that we use to spy on you with.
No, well, actually, that did happen to the Peloton users.
See? And we talk about the best tasting soda from Jones Soda Company. Thank you for being the best in the world.
No, we don't. It's turkey flavored or turkey and gravy flavored. And from what we can see, it's pretty gross.
All right. But we do talk about me and the holiday coming up. That's all about me.
No, we don't. Well, actually, we do talk about the feast of St. Stephen.
That's Welcome to the Don't Know Show. I'm Steve.
And yes, he is. I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show, podcast, Twitch show. We've talked about the insanity in our family, but we decided that the insanity is why we're doing this show.
Yes, because we're both insane.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about what we've noticed is going on in the world today, this week, this month, all kinds of weird stuff. And for those of you who are on the pre-show, I was just talking about golf. I golf.
Guess who's back?
Who's back?
Mrs. Casey Marie from New Zealand.
Hey, Casey Marie.
Woohoo!
How are things in Zealand? New Zealand?
New Zealand. Yeah, not old Zealand.
Well, I know. You just say Zealand. It's me.
Yeah, it's not new anymore. It's been there for a long time. So why don't they just call it Zealand?
With Zealand. Where is Zealand? Yeah, if there's a New Zealand, where's Old Zealand? Because there is a New Mexico, because there is an Old Mexico.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And there's a New York because there's an Old York.
So Casey, in response to your it's warm here. I have a once a month golf tournament that I golf in. And we had a almost 2-hour delay
due to frost.
Frost.
Surprise! Okay, it's the desert. We get frost.
You can see beautiful green grass and the sun and palm trees. But yeah, it was 30 degrees. But it actually warmed up. It wasn't bad. It got to 50, but there was no wind. So I was able to be outside, and I was just wearing, well, when I started, I'm wearing long pants. I'm wearing a compression long sleeve shirt, a polo shirt, a windbreaker, a sweatshirt, another windbreaker, and a sweatshirt over the top of that.
So you look like a Michelin man. Along
with a, I put the windbreakers underneath so that the sweatshirts will kind of slide between stuff. But yeah, it's
and at 30 degrees, I'm still wearing shorts.
You are not.
No, that's true. Used to. I used 60. To wear shorts until it snowed.
60? I was my cutoff for shorts.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's brutal. So how's the holidays in New Zealand, Casey Marie? You guys all set for the holidays?
That's one of the things that I've always gotten a kick out of. All the Christmas specials have snow, but yet half the world, it is not snowy for Christmas.
Is that true? Is that half the world?
Oh, all right. Yes, it's half the
world,
not necessarily half the population, but when we're in winter, they're in summer on the Southern Hemisphere. The entire Southern Hemisphere is now in summer or going into summer. Yeah, it's summer. Summer in the Southern Hemisphere, which is half the world.
Right. So
now, of course, places like the equator zone is always warm.
So do you remember the conversion for Celsius? It's like you got to add 32 to the temperature and then multiply it, or do you multiply it first and then add 32? So it's like 73 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's humid.
Yes.
Yeah, humid's no good. Well, the worst part is in Vegas here, we were 70 right up till this last 2 weeks. And then it dropped. It was 60s, which was still comfortable. But now it's going to freezing overnight. So frost warning. And then, we happened to go out and it was very cold.
We had snow on the ground until about noon today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the humidity is way down. So when it's cold, the humidity goes down by you, right?
Yes.
And the static goes up.
Not always. Not always.
But the static goes up, right?
Especially in the houses. Well, that's the worst part. It's in the houses. The houses get so dry, you get a lot of static electricity.
So I don't know if you saw this in the news, but south of you, about 8 hours south of you, maybe 9 hours south of you,
Yes,
in St. Louis, Illinois, on Mississippi River, there were tornadoes.
yes.
Isn't this late? Isn't this late in the season?
Okay, this is another one of those things that we don't know, but we seem to know. There is not a single solitary month of the year that they don't have tornadoes in this country, even in our area.
Right, but there are times,
but
where
they are much
conducive.
fewer. This is not the right time of year for it.
Right, and they're not as strong because of the hot and cold.
Usually,
because that's what
correct.
causes. I don't know, show what causes tornadoes.
We're breaking records this week. We're expecting to hit 60 degrees on Wednesday, I think it is.
Yeah, that's because the jet stream pushed down here, right? So the jet stream is pushing down on the west coast,
right?
So the jet stream is the hot and cold separator across the United States.
Yes.
So when it pushes down, we get all the cold air comes out of, Deadliest Catch. I don't know if everybody's seen that TV show where they're in the ice and they're getting king crab.
I believe it's king crab. Yes.
Crab. I don't know what kind of crab. I don't know crabs, but
that's a whole nother story. Keep away from that subject.
So, well, if you shave your,
I said keep away from it.
Okay. But you need a specific combination of factors to produce these severe thunderstorms. Winds that change speed and direction with height.
Correct.
Right. So such a cold front, atmospherically unstable, moist air. Most areas are found in the Great Plains of the United States, aka Tornado Alley. Okay, so that doesn't really help me on how tornadoes form, but is that something that you have a problem with in New Zealand, Casey Marie? Do you have tornadoes? Is there enough land for the tornadoes to form there?
Tornadoes can form over water, including the oceans.
Well, not really. They're still called tornadoes.
Called water spouts.
Yeah, they could there, but there's hurricanes. Hurricanes form over water.
Hurricanes, a whole nother story. That's huge. And hurricanes do spawn water spouts and tornadoes.
They spawn?
They spawn, yes. Not that kind of spawn, Steve. You are really in a dirty mind today.
None of the things I said were dirty.
The way you're saying that, we only have small water tornadoes.
No, it's the way you're hearing them.
And the odd, very small tornado. That doesn't do much damage, right?
So then, as I said, I didn't think so because you have to have land mass for them to generate speed.
And I bet you get a lot of dust devils up there or down there. Down. Yeah, down there.
Well, yeah, okay. You say so. So cool. All right. They don't have them very often. Well, that's good. Glad to hear that. So that's my picture of golf. And the guys I golfed against won the tournament. And we came in like 9th, and it was just terrible. And I need to move up. I can't hit the ball. So I took so many 3 off the tee because I couldn't even hit the fairway because I'm playing from the back tees. I can't hit the ball that far anymore. So these guys are playing from the front tees. I'm playing from a tee back, which is anywhere between 40 to 60 yards farther. So when I hit the ball and it doesn't make the fairway, then I'm hitting my second ball off the tee, and I'm sitting 3 already. So I'm like, oh, that sucks. So
right,
it's whatever.
Well, I know that I can still drive pushing 240, depending on, wind and stuff like that. But my problem, and actually the first only time I golfed, I putted very well, but my mid-range game was still terrible.
Yeah.
I tap the ball almost all the time in mid-range when I'm using iron.
That's terrible. That is terrible. Yeah. So did you see that Casey Marie doesn't have dust devils because they only have one desert?
I did, but they have a volcano. And it snows on the volcano. That way, if they didn't get snow, it would probably erupt.
I don't think that affects the snow or not, because the largest volcano in the United States is Yellowstone. And they have snow over the top of that, and it's underground, and it's faults in the ground. And I was just watching, National Geographic has a new series, something about Earth, with Will Smith.
I thought you were talking about the one where they make up what would happen if this particular species evolved or something.
No,
not that one.
No, is New Zealand a volcanic island like Hawaii was formed by volcanoes? I don't know that.
Well, apparently they have multiple volcanoes, and one erupted recently on White Island and it killed people.
Right, but where was New Zealand formed by volcanoes?
She says yes.
Okay, well that's why.
Which is why it was such a great place to film Lord of the Rings.
Okay. About 150 million years ago,
blink of an
New
eye.
Zealand was formed on the eastern edge of the supercontinent Gondwana. Over 1 million years, rivers carried sediment to the sea. Offshore volcanoes deposit ash on the seafloor. Several times the rocks were raised to form mountains on the Gondwana coast. There you go.
Cool.
Yeah, lots of volcanoes.
See, the Don't Know Show can still learn.
I like watching volcanoes. Peggy and I, that's what we talked about. We were watching the Will Smith show. The Will Smith show is called Welcome to Earth.
Okay.
Join Will Smith on a journey. It's a 6-part documentary. It is filmed National Geographic style.
Right.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautifully.
They always did. They were so far ahead of even the movie industry back in the day. It was just astounding.
Yeah, but it was too slow. I was like, I'm like, oh, that's beautiful, and then they start talking, explaining stuff, and I'm like, yeah,
I know.
I'm done.
That's the biggest problem. That's why nobody learns anything. Oh, the pretty pictures.
Yeah. So, but when we were in Hawaii, that's one of the things we like. We didn't get as close as we wanted to the volcanoes. The volcanoes at the time we were in Hawaii were active, but not like erupting. They had formed the tubes, and the tubes were running down the island. So it was underground till it hit the ocean. Then it broke out and it was pouring into the ocean. So we went back at night, but the closest they'd let you get was 2 miles away.
Yeah, that's the same when we were on the cruise ship. But the captain made the cruise ship do a complete donut, so everybody, no matter where you were on the ship, can see it at one point.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
I love watching the volcano hit the ocean, but yeah, it was kind of sucky. I guess there's glass and stuff in the air you're not supposed to be breathing. So, but it was cool. So that's my picture, and that's our volcano side track. What is your picture besides a nap fest back there?
Okay, well, technically that's what this was. Remember when I never got to put in the picture up, not even on my social media that I told you I was going to do the week we talked about it. This is our Thanksgiving meal where I cooked prime rib, homemade spinach, homemade mashed potatoes, and I cooked biscuits. And I made Susie a mushroom, onion, garlic topping for her prime.
Mushroom, onion?
I don't eat mushrooms.
Mushroom, onion, and garlic.
And garlic.
Cool.
So she was very happy. So literally the one by my shoulder was Keith. It was Keith's plate. The one by my head was Susie's plate. And mine has no fungus on it.
No, not yeah. For a fun guy, you don't like fungi.
I'm not a cannibal.
Wow.
See? It's like, remember the commercial with the M&Ms when they were eating their peanuts? they
were eating them.
Yeah, then they switched them around so they weren't eating their own kind.
They still ate them.
That was funny too. So in a really twisted way. So anyway, by the way, Casey Marie, we have missed you because it's been a couple months. Is everything okay with you now?
It's been a couple months.
It has been.
What
Those are called Grands by Pillsbury. They're biscuits.
But they're layered. So
they're layered, right.
You can peel them apart from top to bottom. It's like, but they're pretty good.
They're fluffy.
They're biscuits.
They're flaky.
They're
kind of like Steve and me, flaky.
Yeah. We're flaky. So that's crazy. But mashed potatoes, is that collard greens or is that spinach? Spinach?
It's homemade spinach.
Homemade?
Made with, yes, I took literally spinach leaves. No, it's too late for that.
What?
I bought bags of spinach, like fresh spinach, took it home, cooked it it's cooked in bacon grease and not real bacon. First you cook the bacon, then you throw the spinach in there. Once it's almost done, you add a little sugar and you add a little vinegar, and a few minutes later, it's ready to go.
So let's take a healthy food like spinach and add sugar and bacon grease and butter and make it all like not healthy.
There is no butter.
All right. Well, still bacon grease and sugar.
Bacon, sugar, and vinegar. Vinegar is healthy.
Yes, but it totally erases the sugar and the
that is correct. It's like a complete wash.
Zeroes it
out. Goes back to being perfectly healthy.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Oh, so studying, yeah. Yep. Well, my son doesn't have to study anymore. He graduated. Well,
Yay.
Yeah, he walks on Tuesday. So
did he manage to get in the top 10?
Always.
Awesome sauce.
So
all right.
But they do it alphabetically, so he won't walk in the top 10.
Well, as long as he can walk, because we don't want him to have to walk and fly.
Yep. Oh, this was Scott's attempt at a segue. Very good.
It was no attempt.
So it was successful. So we've been talking about all these little robots and that. So now they have robots that can walk and fly. And it also says it can skateboard. I'm not exactly sure, like, why that's a thing. I mean, okay, but
all right.
Thing.
I have seen dogs on surfing boards. I've seen dogs on, I'm having a brain fart. What's the other thing you see dogs on all the time in the videos? Surfboards. I've never seen one on
surfboards.
Yeah.
So he even has he walks in high heels.
Check that out.
You saw that. So this is the best part, traversing obstacles, right? So you think he's going to walk down the stairs, right? Nope.
All right. Now that really was a good idea.
That's funny, right?
It is.
Yep. Nope.
The only thing I would have to say is
I just that table. Oh, never mind.
I would just fly the whole time, but maybe it's not really flying. It's
hovering or falling
slowly,
falling with style.
They call it slackling. Slackling. Oh, look, this guy's bigger.
He's right now the same size. He's just walking on a slack line.
Oh, I see. It's
so he's not really walking on the slack
line.
I don't think he's walking on the slack line. I think they're hovering him close to being on. So, all right. So definitely, he's not really skateboarding. He's hovering and dragging the board along with him.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
Because he didn't put his foot down and propel himself. This is always my favorite part where they kick him or knock him over. Look, a slippery surface. Hey, not there.
Yeah, hey. How rude.
So he's not really, he's only got 1 foot down. He's hovering.
Yes.
So here's him compared to a drone, right? So you got the fans blowing on it.
Right.
And he is much more stable than the drone because he can put weight down, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
It's just weird. It's just weird that, and then they put a smoke screen up so we can't see.
Well, okay. That's not much of a smoke screen, but whatever.
No, that's not what they're trying to show. I'm not exactly sure what they're trying to show because they're showing that the wind is completely
ineffectual on him.
I don't know. They put an outfit on him. Oh boy. But it's just whatever.
What? That's what I said. Whatever.
So yeah, I'm not really sure why you'd want to dress him up, but okay. But that's Leonardo, one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay. All right. As long as nobody hacks him, we're fine.
Yeah. You were going to really push for
what?
Segues. Right?
I am not doing segues. You're imagining things.
I pick them out because I know what the next subject is.
You think
so? You can hack a Jeopardy buzzer, okay? But can you really hack the Jeopardy buzzer? I mean, you still got to know the answers, right?
Well, that would be true.
So to deal with the Jeopardy buzzer.
Wait. I have not read this. How about you hack your opponent's buzzer to make it go off when you don't think they're going to know the answers, so they fail, and then you get more time to think about it.
Say what now?
All right. You're not hacking your buzzer. You're hacking your opponent's buzzer. And you're making their buzzer go off so that they have to try to answer a question that you need a few extra seconds to think about.
No, that's not why. I mean, I don't think understanding how something works is exactly hacking,
Okay.
right? So
I agree.
So remember the guy who figured out the pattern for whammy, press your luck. Remember that he
Okay.
figured out the pattern. There was a set pattern. They didn't. It wasn't entirely random. It was actually patterns.
Right.
They figured it out. And he could win. So this guy created a buzzer so he could work on his buzzing speed, his reaction time.
Okay.
But that's kind of like drag racers. So like drag racers, they actually have a Christmas tree. Speaking of the holidays,
Right.
Christmas tree. The lights go change, and then once it goes green, they work on a reaction time. So when their eye sees the green, their foot hits the gas pedal.
Yes.
Right. So, stuff like instead of using your right hand, your left hand, use the thumb on your dominant hand. Keep your arms in front of you. Chug coffee. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Keep your eyes locked on the about to be illuminated enable light. So there isn't an enable light. Okay. So once the question, so this is just like drag racing at this point. There's an enable light that comes on your podium. And once he's done reading the question, because they have to read the entire question. And then once he's finished reading the question, then you can buzz in. And if you buzz in too early, it locks your buzzer for some seconds.
Exactly.
So all you got to do is, just watch the light. But so speaking of other hacks, we've talked about this before. It's pretty funny. I was talking about where it's amazing the amount of conversations you come up with while you're waiting for a frost delay. So we were talking about Jose Canseco. He lives in Las Vegas and plays softball still, and he's Jose Canseco. So he comes out and he tells me, he goes, "You better not give me a hanging fastball because I'll just kill it." Right to the pitcher. He's like,
yes, he would too.
He's Jose Canseco, so he'll do that. He tells me, "Don't throw that pitch because I will kill you with it." But there was another article that came out on the ESPN 30 at 30 or something like that, or 20.
I thought you were going to say ESPN 8.
What's that?
I thought you were going to say ESPN 8, the Ocho.
Oh, the Ocho. No, but they have a show on, right? And one of the things they talked about, well, I always talk about this. I've said this before on the show. I love fans who are like, "Oh my God, I love our team. They'll do anything to win," right? Until they find out that they're banging on garbage cans or they're because it's not against the rules to steal somebody's signals. That's not written against the rules. Or they'll inflate the footballs to the perfect for them, but it's still within the range. And weird stuff like that, right? Or drugs, right? It's like Jose Canseco taking steroids, right? And Jose's answer to that, he said this publicly, was, "Look, if that's what made you a better baseball player, then why aren't all the Mr. Olympias playing Major League Baseball?"
Right.
It helps you, but you have to have the talent to get around and hit the ball. So Darryl Strawberry came out one of those ESPN shows, 30 at 30 or 20, I don't know, whatever it was. But he talked about dropping acid before the game so the ball looked like a grapefruit. He says, "How could I not hit it? It was huge."
Exactly.
So I'm like, whatever. Okay. So,
but it was homemade. It wasn't really chemicals. It was like
caffeine,
toadstools,
caffeine, any caffeine should do the trick. Just get, I'm on but it's whatever. You still got to know the answers. Getting buzzed in is good, but you still got to know the answer. So take the guys that are really smart and get them all the buzz-ins. Whatever. But
it works for me.
Hack the Jeopardy buzzer. And again, it's the whole thing. And then where was I watching? There was another show where I was watching. Oh, it was a really stupid movie. It was called Wedding Swingers.
Okay.
And it was about this guy getting married, but they go to a bachelor party.
Yes.
And the guy picks up the stripper
Right.
and she likes video games. So he brings her back to their guy's house, and I guess he's got a lot of money in LA or whatever.
Yes.
And they're playing video games.
Right.
And he falls in love with her. But the one guy says the famous line. He goes, "Why would people watch people play video games? Like, why are people on Twitch watching people do video games?"
Exactly.
Right. And her answer is the perfect answer, which we've said to everybody. Do you watch NFL football, NHL hockey, Major League Baseball? Yes. So you want to see the people who are better at it doing well at it.
That's right.
Same thing with the games. You want to see the people who are playing the games really well do better at it. I think.
Or sometimes you want to see the ones that are really, really bad because you find it entertaining.
Well, I wanted to do a let's play. So, Casey, we had to leave for a bit. Should be back.
Yes.
But the let's play, I wanted to do that back when it started off, and I had a whole thing set up where, I'd be me.
And might as well be you. You know you better than anybody else.
People control me, and I've got tunnel vision because when I grew up on video games were all in front of you.
Yes.
There was no 3D. There was no guy sneaking up behind you. The game was in front of you. It was a very 2D game. It was flat. It was in front of you. So I don't
just so you know it was Pong
behind me. When people are coming behind me, hitting me or shooting me, or zombies chasing me or whatever they're doing. So I would be me, and then Dakota, my son, he would be, like the guy who plays really well. And when people don't play well, he would rage quit. And he goes, "I wouldn't rage quit on the show." I go, "I'd unplug your controller and tell everybody you rage quit."
That's right.
Like, that's not funny. That's not funny. Then I had another friend.
Yes, you are.
Then I had another friend, and we were going to play on console only. But I had another friend who played on computer only with keyboard and mouse.
Yeah.
So he would constantly be lost playing on the console with the joystick going, "Where's the button for this? Where's the button for that? Where's the button for this?" Which was funny. And then I had one friend who was a super jock, scholarship, going to play try out for pro baseball and pro golf and all that. And, so he's a super jock. So he had all the testosterone going during the game. So I thought it'd been a good show, but I could never get them all together at the same time to record a let's play. So that kind of sucks. So that kind of went out the wayside. So we all want to try and build things that are, bigger, better, stronger.
More better.
Baseball players wanted to build, bigger, better, stronger bodies with steroids. I wanted to build.
You're stuck on that tonight, aren't you?
I wanted to build. It's a segue. I wanted to build a bigger, better let's play. And Chevy wants to build the most powerful crate engine ever.
I don't think it's what they want to build. I think it's what they have built, isn't it?
Okay. It's a 632 cubic inch V8. Now they have V12, but this is a crate engine you can put in there. It delivers 1,004 horsepower,
which is nothing.
1,004 horsepower is nothing.
Absolutely nothing. What did the Blue Origin ship have for horsepower?
That's a rocket. This is an engine.
Aren't they the same thing?
No.
Goober's is jumping in my lap. It's funny, but he still won't go up by the camera.
Yep. So one horse can pull 550 foot-pounds. So I'm not.
Where are you nibbling on me, huh?
I'm not exactly sure how they figured it out like that. Like, did they get a bunch of horses and have them pull weights to see what the average weight of what a horse could pull?
You never know, right?
Of the average workhorse.
I'm sure it's completely mathematical.
Well, it is. Horsepower equals force in pounds over the distance in feet over the time in minutes.
Okay. See, it's logical. It's all about math.
E over MC squared. Yeah, I know, but that's a pretty cool engine. I mean, but with the way gas prices and everybody's going to electric, I don't know. I mean,
gas prices went below $3 a gallon for the first time since summer.
Went below where?
$3 a gallon. We hit $2.99 today. Here in Dolan, in our area.
Where? Not Midwest. By me, they didn't.
Yep.
Not by me, they didn't.
Filled up Susie's car. $2.99 And there was another place that was at $2.96, but I get 10 cents off a gallon at the place I go. So it was still cheaper to pay the $2.99.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
And if you want to learn how to save 10 cents a gallon, just call me and I will. No, yeah. You have to be a business. It's a fleet program.
Or you could just like join Sam's Club or Costco.
Yeah, but you have to have one near you.
Right.
Because if you have to drive 45 minutes to get to one, your savings are out the window.
You have to have a fleet place near you also.
Yes. One of the problems that drove me crazy with my mom is she would literally drive 45 minutes to a different store to save 10 cents. It's
right. You're not really saving. Yeah. What's your time worth?
You just spent $7 in gas.
Right. Exactly. Plus your time. So the additional fuel plus your time.
Well, they were retired, so it didn't matter.
But still time.
It's what else are they going to do?
Unless that was her entertainment. Then
it kind of was.
But if she did it just to save money, she could have done it. Well, whatever you want to use your time for. Yeah. I'll use my time for something else.
Yeah, that's why I spent the money to have my buses fixed, because I just didn't have any more time. And because it takes me so long to do that stuff. And my mechanic, who happens to be Jay, he's taking care of my dad, so he couldn't come up. So I just spent $2,700 getting a bus fixed, which is just an asinine amount of money.
And hopefully fixed. But did you know that you could 3D print solid state batteries now for your EVs?
Okay.
Okay.
I will admit, one of the reasons I'm so good at being on the show is because I really do not know that much about 3D printers. I know that
you can print anything in a 3D printer.
You could, right. And apparently, when you think of a printer, you think of ink. The only difference in the ink is what color it is, and they just add dye to the ink. Okay. A 3D printer obviously uses different substances to go through the nozzle.
Well, we've talked about all kinds of different 3D printers on the show. We've talked about the traditional 3D printer, which uses your resins, and mostly it looks like a plastic type, whatever.
Correct. Right? It kind of looks like Play-Doh.
We've also talked about the 3D printed houses, which puts
that was really cool. I still like that show.
Right. And then we also talked about the bio printers.
Correct.
Which actually prints
organs.
Skin and organs.
Skins and stuff, right.
Yeah.
Which is awesome, because that's what the future is, because you can't wait for somebody else to die for parts. You just can't. It's
Yep. And here's my favorite part about this article. This article talks all about 3D printed batteries. 3D printed battery, 3D printed battery, 3D printed battery. But a 3D printed battery is quite unappealing. So they took a picture, and the picture is an EV scooter containing a 3D printed battery. But you can't see the battery in the picture. You just see the scooter. So I'm like, what?
Yeah. Pointless.
Oh, look, here's a picture of a scooter with a battery inside of it. You can't see the battery, but the article's all about the 3D printed battery.
I would have said, at least if they did a video of the scooter saying, look, it really works, the scooter goes. Then all of a sudden I remember the one about the EV truck that wasn't really an EV truck.
Right, the one I just rolled downhill.
Yeah. Oops. So you can't trust videos either.
Yeah, but these are on-demand 3D printer.
However, you can trust us.
Yeah, we will lie to you and tell you. Right?
Left. Word association.
Crabs?
No, we did that subject already. Besides, it's already that time for the genuine positivity message.
Is it genuine positivity?
It is. And I came up with a doozy.
All right, then I got to go back to our subject board here. Our subject board says that a genuine positivity message is about Scott changing into Funguy The Entertainer, getting off screen, changing into his Santa outfit, and coming back. Ready?
I don't have that kind of time. Nice try.
Not as much fun as I thought.
Do you know how long it takes to get that outfit on?
I don't know, but I guarantee you, if her husband was coming back in the room, you'd get it dressed pretty quick.
No, I'd never take it off.
Oh.
I'd be like Billy Bob Thornton.
Hey, honey, let me show you the real North Pole.
I thought it was a candy cane. Whatever. I only saw the movie once, and And it was kind of
Well,
disturbing.
I wasn't from the movie. That was just me.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Let Santa show you the real North Pole.
But anyway, our genuine positivity message today is if the holiday season stresses you out and even eggnog can't seem to raise your spirits, then watch the Don't Know Show and escape from reality for an hour or so.
Yeah, we need to say that more often because that's what we are. We are your
Escape from reality.
Escape from reality because this is so not real.
It just came to me today that you know I promoted us to a lot of people this weekend because I had a quite captive audience with the buses for a wedding.
Cool.
And they all thought I was funnier than snot. And of course, I sang to them and all that sort of stuff. So I told them all about all this stuff. They says, and the line I used was, I realize it's an hour out of your day, but it's an hour out of reality. This is a escape from reality to help you, relax. Yeah. And we're a positive show. So.
Which is very cool.
I'm sure we weren't going to get anybody tonight from that group because they were pretty hammered by the end of the night, but that's okay.
Well, you know what else is escaping from reality? People who are hacking into the Peloton systems.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
weren't they trying to get?
Go ahead.
Weren't they trying to get people to rob banks and stuff through on their equipment?
What?
Oh no, never mind. That was a skit that I saw.
What?
Yeah, some guys were being really weird. They were operating equipment, and the equipment was telling them that they had to, go and rob a bank. It was a thing about how people are falling for all this sort of shit with technology. That's not true.
No, this is just people spying on people. But I'll tell you what, I've actually been able to secure some footage from one of the Peloton feeds.
Okay.
I'd like to share that with you right now. There you go. And I could see why they were spying on them.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me.
Right? There you go. There you go. There's your Peloton feed.
Oh, there's the part you liked. Okay.
You know who this is, right?
She's a singer.
Yeah, this Ariana Grande's video, side to side. But yeah, so I just thought it was funny, Yeah, if that's what it really looked like, then okay,
it would make sense.
I can see why people were
exactly
hacking into that. But
I have to admit, one of the things that irritates me the most about any exercise equipment or exercise anything, videos and stuff, all the people that are doing this are already in fantastic shape. They do not need to be on this equipment.
That is not true. That's
how they keep
a lot of people who buy these things that try them for a little while and then just can't keep up because they try too hard or whatever. But yeah, it's kind of a shame. But me being one of them, I'm smart enough not to spend all that money on the Peloton bike. But cameras are a big thing. Like that's why people put tape over their monitors.
Yes. Well, yeah, not their monitors. Their
monitors when it's
their webcams built into their computers.
Yeah. So you go like this. They go tape.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see through that. You can see the letters through on the other side.
Yes, you can.
That's pretty cool because it's not printed on this side. See.
That's right.
But because of the light, you can actually see through it. The camera can see through the paper.
Ooh, you have a Superman camera.
There we go. That's better.
It has X-ray vision.
I just thought this was an old thing from a calendar that I have. I didn't know if you knew that. Did you know that?
Founding fathers Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, and James were all died on July 4th. I've heard that many times that I can't remember if it was real or if it was one of those myth things. Did you look it on Snopes?
It doesn't matter. Like we have a show here. I think I've talked about it. It's a show called 27. And it's about all the singers that died at 27, at age 27.
Yes.
So the 27 Club is a national club whose members include property ministers who died at 27. It's like a real thing. It's like a cultural phenomenon or something like that. But there are a lot of people that have been famous that died at 27. And the ones in the show are people like oh crud, now I can't remember. Janis Joplin. Let me see if I can pull up the show. Kurt Cobain, a Vegas show, 27. I gotta give me Mark's gonna give me a Vegas show, Entertainer show, live show. Of course, it's not gonna come up. Of course, it's not gonna come up when I want it now. Musical adventure, 27. Here we go. I found it. So the people in this show are not listed in. Seriously. Here we go. Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Robert Johnson, Jim Morrison, and Amy Winehouse. But there's more people than just those guys that have died. Just Belvin, Brian Jones, Dickie Pickle. No, Dickie Pride, Dickie Pickle. Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, Linda Jones, Leslie Harvey. Trying to see if there's anybody else famous that we know. The keyboardist for Badfinger. Let's see, Helmut Kohl, Chris Bell. There's a lot of there's a thing called Cultural 27 Club. The 27 Club, members who have popular musician artists who died at age 27. There's a lot of them. Kurt Cobain. Let's see, Lost Boys. Let's see who else. I'm trying to see somebody else that's famous that we would all know, but I don't see any other ones that are famous that we would know. Just weird. So kind of weird, right?
Yes.
Maybe not. Not so weird.
Well, I did a research just for shits and giggles, and apparently a lot of big names are concurring that those three people did die on July 4th, but not on the same July 4th.
Well, yeah, no.
A couple of them said that they died on the same day, and that was false.
Oh, I didn't.
Same year. Or same
I
year.
didn't.
It said within 5 hours of each other. So
I didn't know. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, that's what I just double checked because you
that.
normally do that, but I did it this time.
Why would I do stuff like that? I just know what I know, and I know what I don't know. But I do know that you have a Christmas present coming that may not come by Christmas. They said it was supposed to be there by Christmas, and the reason I bought it is it was supposed to be there by Christmas, but everything else wasn't even shipping till January. I'm like,
really?
No.
It's really kind of funny. Up until the Amazon plant got leveled by the big storm over the weekend.
Yeah, the one in Edwardsville. Did we talk about that?
No, sort of. You mentioned about the storms and stuff with the tornadoes and stuff, but we didn't talk about the Amazon warehouse. Because my stuff, I order it and it's coming a day early. It just keeps showing up. I order it, it's here the next freaking day.
That's good. Well, the thing I ordered for you, I knew was going to be iffy, and I was one particular color I was looking for you. So I have no idea, but it says it could be there anywhere between December 21st and December 28th.
I thought the Asian robot dolls were all the same color.
Well, this one's purple.
Ooh, so I can pretend I'm on Star Trek?
Yeah. So I don't have a tracking number on it yet. So don't know if you'll get it or not.
Me neither.
But we missed some, so Christmas presents. We missed a Thanksgiving food. Remember the ice cream we talked about that was flavored
with Tabasco or something?
What was it?
Wasabi?
No, I don't remember. It was something that was weird. I don't know. And
there's a lot of weird stuff out.
They constantly on the Today Show put Hoda and Jenna, Hoda Kotb and Jenna Bush on these tastings, like the new tastings. So I don't know how we missed this, but you've heard of it's Jones Soda, right? Jones?
All right. Yes, I've heard of that.
Jones Soda Company. Turkey and gravy soda.
That doesn't sound remotely attractive to me.
Yeah, very, very weird. So I'm trying to get to the part where they drink the soda so I can share it really quickly. They're doing ice cream. It's not the ice cream we talked about, but yeah, there's turkey and gravy soda. I don't see him tasting it. So, oh, well, bummers.
Yeah, I have another issue going on.
What's that?
My new phone.
What do you mean your new phone?
Remember
that's
last
right.
week my phone blew
Yeah, your phone
up?
broke. So yeah, so you got a new phone.
I got a new phone, and I just was going to do my remote and push a button on my house computer on here, and I forgot I have to. They cloned it. That's what they do. They use that smart whatever that takes. If you buy a Samsung phone and you have a Samsung,
right?
They communicate with each other, and everything is supposed to move over, including your passwords and everything. Surprise! It doesn't do it.
Well, that's why you got to do your contacts through Gmail.
That worked though. All my contacts transferred, all that stuff, no problem.
All the other stuff's not going to
Lost all my ringtones.
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry. I only lost half my ringtones, but that was what was weird about it.
That'll happen. Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Here goes the face. Come on.
The face.
Play. Ready?
Play.
Turkey. Oh, you think Jenna's going to try it? Come on, Jenna. Try it. Come on, Jenna. Try it. So guess what?
It's a fail, folks. It's a fail.
So we need to start doing that because we could do that. We could buy some of this weird food.
Actually, I just thought of something. Women seem to make funny faces at things we like. And then we go, ugh, at the stuff that they eat. You never know, right?
Like what?
Okay. Like
you have fun guy cooks for you, so you would have
right. Like Susie loves the seafood. I hate seafood. Don't get me wrong. A lot of guys like
it. That has nothing to do with guy or girl. Go ahead.
But you go to a restaurant and these women order food like, oh, I'll take this kale dish with blah, 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 blah. And the guy's got a steak and potatoes. Then she says, here, try this. It's really good. Puts it in his mouth and goes, oh, right? And then he tries to get her to eat a piece of steak and says, no!
I don't think that's a guy-girl thing.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it's a carnivore, herbivore.
Carnivore, herbivore? Herbivore?
Yeah.
What are you, a dinosaur?
Dinosaur relic type thing.
By the way, folks, for those of you that are curious, dinosaur is the number 3 most requested gift from young children or young boys and girls to Santa this year.
Really?
Number 3.
What's going on? What shows out there putting dinosaurs out there?
I have no idea, but both boys and girls want dinosaurs. Very cool.
Why are popular?
Guess what the number 1 request has been so far?
I don't know. What?
Anything to do with Frozen.
Really?
Yes, it's old, and yet it's still number 1. Frozen dolls. Any Frozen everything. Number 2, Legos.
Well, yeah, Legos is pretty good. Okay, so first thing I found out was from CNN Health. So we all know that that's a bunch of crap already. Dinosaurs are colossal beings that shape our childhood. Psychologists share why it captures kids' hearts. So this has nothing to do with creating self through dinosaurs. That dinosaurs imaginary play. Yeah, I can't wait till you get your Christmas gift because this kind of has something to do with
dinosaurs.
The subject. Yeah, kind of.
I'm going to grow.
Yes,
really tall with short arms.
Kind of. Well, no, you can grow from what I'm sending you.
Oh,
a dinosaur of sorts.
All right.
So more cryptic clues to throw you off track. They're accurate clues, but they are made to throw you off track of what you're getting.
Awesome sauce.
So cool. I just saw it and I was like, I think Scott would like it, but probably not.
But he'll talk about it on the show and it'll be fun.
So I spent the money on it anyways. So I love the tagline for this. Now, don't look at the subject. I'm going to tell you the tagline, and then you tell me what it is. Ready?
Do you want me to be legit or you want me to be goofy?
I want to be legit because you can't be funny. So you can't be funny. So the product we're talking about is easy to set up and run fits in tight spaces, and it's autonomous. You asked, we delivered. What's the product?
I'm going to say a new Roomba.
Very good. Kind of. It's a Roomba on steroids.
Okay.
It is a OmniClean, as spelled Omni like Om.
OMNIE or OHM.
OHMNI
Okay.
clean. It is a huge, large, tall UV light robot.
Oh, that's why it gets into tight spaces. The robot itself doesn't, but the UV light does.
Right.
Okay.
So let me get to the video here. I'll share this really quick. Oh, really slow.
I like it when you share, Steve. Makes me all warm and fuzzy inside.
But yeah, so I just thought there's just a little video here on this. There it is. So you see the robot goes in, and so, but wasn't there like a movie where like there was a robot or a tanning bed or something like this that went in and people started burning and blistering? They're like trapped in there. Wasn't it like a horror movie where they get trapped in the tanning bed or whatever? Like, do not enter. The cleaning system's on. Like, like swappable battery power supply going in there. I'm sure those masks are really gonna protect those guys from the UV lights. But wasn't there something where they got like the girl got trapped in the tanning bed? And
I seriously don't think
and it cooked her.
I'm saying that wrong. I 100% agree. That sounds exactly like a really good bad horror film.
No, it wasn't a horror movie. All right, now you're gonna make me look at it.
I'm sure it was
horror.
Because the only other way it could be is if it was a murder mystery type thing where somebody rigged the tanning machine to cook somebody.
Trapped in it was a tanning bed. What movie was it?
I don't know, because I know that there were a lot of movies where people are.
I know what you did last summer.
And
then Final Destination 3. So both of them.
Okay. Very strange.
There you go. Final Destination 3. And I still know what you did last summer. And the girls got cooked. Let's see if I can get the video.
My beak.
What?
Freak my beak.
What's that?
I have no idea. Just something we used to say back in the 70s.
Really?
Uh-huh. Kind of like sit on it and rotate. You remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that, but all right, well, this is pretty darn quick here. This happens.
That's what she said.
This is like right away. So, whoops, should I show you the wrong thing?
Looks like she's going into a washing machine.
Yeah, they're laundry. Oh, that's a dryer. So that's not the tanning bed one. Where's the tanning bed? Cool.
Some dude with a hook.
All right, so it's not this movie where she gets killed because it was Jennifer Love. So she didn't get killed there. They got killed. So where's the Final Destination tanning bed? Am I still on this screen?
Yes, you are.
All right, so let's go here. So there she goes in. Here she goes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this one. So the slushy does the shortcut and it shorts it out, traps the bed or something. And then, come on, start cooking her. There you go. Come on. Now she's trapped. She can't get out. There goes the temperature. It's burning her. See it? See it? See the blisters?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look. There you go. Oh, yeah, look at that. Whoo! Yep, done. See, so that's what happens when the UV rays get you.
Okay, not my kind of stuff.
So I wouldn't want that robot coming around. That's the beginning of the end right there. That's a Terminator robot.
Yeah. Okay, let's go into something a little bit more fun.
Okay, well, what would that be?
I don't know. What's the next subject that you got?
Next subject is going back to General Motors. General Motors, not only do they build a large engine, but they're building a platform.
A space platform?
No, a UV platform.
A UV platform.
Ultimum. So you know Ultimum. Ultimum will be right for you. Ultimium. You know how they did Unobtainium? Well, this is Altium.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's the I don't know show, and I don't know.
Which is convenient because if you knew everything, then this wouldn't work for our ship name.
It's the I don't know show. But I guess they're just going to build these platforms, as you can see, with the different batteries, and then just throw different chassis on it.
Okay.
So you build this platform, throw the batteries in it, and you set people right on the batteries, and you put whatever. All right. So why can't I say the word Unobtainium? So this is Altium, right? Got to be Altium.
It looks like Ultium to me.
Right, Altium. So look, there's a nice grill, but that's a Cadillac. That's not.
You're always interested in their grill.
Where's pictures? But yeah, so I want to see different pictures. One battery fits all. See, whatever it is, that chassis, and they'll just put the different bodies on top of it. But I want to see the different bodies they're going to do. They don't, come on. That's it.
Okay.
We talked about the Silverado EV.
Yep.
For $500 red tech. So there's the Silverado. So that'll be on a chassis. Really, dude? I'm going in with the camera. Come on.
Good old crazy bunny.
Doesn't really show off the. All right. So that's kind of useless.
I need to find Goober's a girlfriend again.
All right. So there's that. Uh-oh. I've lost Scott's camera.
What?
There you are.
I didn't go anywhere.
So yeah, so Chevy's doing that. And then we talked about the F1. I'm thinking about, I don't know.
I got a big kick out of it. I did some research on that because I was talking to some guys that are really into the truck EVs. He cannot wait for that truck to come out. He ordered it and he's in the first batch.
Of the F100?
Yes. He had to put down $500. And when he found out about what was going on, he contacted them and he said he's definitely in this year's batch.
And he found out from our show, right?
Well, no, well, sort of, because I was talking about our show and I was playing this. He says, I did this last year.
Yeah, he found out about our show.
Yep.
I mean, it is a cool picture.
It is a Tesla.
I mean, it's a cool, but the whole thing though, again, I like it because everything old is new again. We talked about that in the show.
Right.
Right. So, there's the vehicle, but it's all electric. I mean, the old hubcaps, the old design, but first off, I don't need a 2-seater.
Yes. Well, it's oh, that's right. No, it's a 3-seater.
It's a 3-seater. There's a bench, and I don't want to. I just need to play with the glass so you can see the boundaries.
You do understand why they chose this design, don't you?
No, why?
Okay.
But
think about
cool looking.
Think about all the new sci-fi shows that are coming out, movies and TV shows that are I'm sure you've been paying attention because I have. A lot of these, if you read the actual books first, you find out that when the planet is visited again and the civilization that migrated there from Earth X amount of years ago, it's like Cuba. They still have all these vehicles from the 50s and 60s because they can't make anything new. And it's a dry enough place versus Cuba where the vehicles do last.
Well,
so they had to make this so they could for the movies.
With all the chips that we can't make, even though this is all new with new chips, they use the old vehicles in all the movies too, because it's older technology.
That's right.
So I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to say.
You have an option because technically it's the end of the show and we should do the word of the week because it is kind of a longer one.
So let's do the word of the week then. We'll skip this. It's no big deal. So we can skip these last two and we can go to the word of the week because it was a request by me because it's all about me.
Stephen's Feast, but it's also technically St. Stephen's Day.
Right. It's still about me.
Of St. Stephen.
Still about me.
You're not a saint. You have not been sainted.
I've not been sainted. However, I am a saint.
You have to die first. You want to die?
Being a saint? I've died many times.
All right. Anyway, the Feast of Saint Stephen is a Christian saint's day to commemorate
Christian.
Saint Stephen. He was the first Christian martyr or proto-martyr celebrated on 26th of December in Western Christianity and the 27th of December in Eastern Christianity.
I'm from the East and now in the West.
The Eastern Orthodox churches that adhere to the Julian calendar mark St. Stephen's Day on the 27th of December.
I went to school with Julian.
But they placed it on the 9th of January on the Gregorian calendar, which is used in secular context.
And I went to school with Gregory.
Now, here's what's really, really, really interesting. Steve has managed to contact all his famous and influential people around the world and has managed to get all these places to accept his day as an official public holiday.
But this is the best part. Everybody loves me. Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves Stephen.
Now, well, I suppose I can. I actually have no idea how to pronounce the first place.
Bosnia?
Alsace Moselle, Austria,
Alsace.
the Balearic
Alsace
Islands.
You can't say Alsace?
And Herzegovina, Catalonia, Croatia, the Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Italy, Ireland, Luxembourg, Montenegro, North Macedonia, Norway, Poland, Romania, Serbia, Slovakia, Slovenia, Sweden, Ukraine, Switzerland, and Newfoundland, or Newfoundland. Prefer. The date is also a public holiday in those countries that celebrate Boxing Day on the day, in addition to or instead of St. Stephen's Day, such as Austria, Canada, South Africa, and the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
All because of Steve's promoting his own day.
Herzegovina.
Herzegovina? Because it hurts to go there?
Well, it hurts if you go. So speaking of hurts, okay, so we also came up with this joke. The guy goes to the doctor and he goes to the doctor, goes, "Doctor, I need your help. I need some advice." He says, "I've got a lot of problems and a lot of pain. And I was wondering if you could help me and give me some advice." And he goes, "Okay, well, where's the pain?" He goes, "Well, it's kind of, where I go to the bathroom." And he goes, "Okay." He goes, "Well, kind of my butt." And he goes, "Really?" He goes, "Well, where exactly? Is it, high? Is it side?" He goes, "Well, it's, the entrance of the butt." The doctor looks at him and he goes, "Well, I got some good news for you and some bad news for you. As long as you keep calling it the entrance, you're going to continue to have pain."
Yes, that would make sense.
Nothing. I thought that was funny, but okay, just me, I guess. If you continue to call that the entrance, you're going to continue to have pain.
You.
I think I'm sure people will be stealing that joke and telling it to other people.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve has given you authorization to use his joke. However, he does get 35% royalties if you get paid for it.
Yes.
Just send it to my PayPal at the bottom of the channel.
That entrance, I want to thank you for watching.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision with what he just came up with, it's terrible.
After that joke, how can you think anything but that? Please subscribe, watch our other shows and channels. Oh, I never did post any of my golfing.
And of course, he said but.
Yeah. So, but I never did post anything. So I'm sorry. I'll get back to posting. Scott's still not posting. He should be. But watch other shows. WhatHappened.world. Go down there, see if that thing's working. See if you can connect to our social media. Subscribe, watch our shows and channels. See if you can find Funguy The Entertainer cooks for you. Watch Scott cook food, even vegan food. And want you to live every day. What?
I only did that once.
That's all you need to do. The amount of shows you've done, that's more than what you've done in the last year. So I want you to live every day, and we'll see you on the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.